gonna punch it as hard as I can.
Silent.
Show me your moves. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up.
And hopefully he can charge the quarterback and stop the run really well. That's what I'm looking for. He plays for played for Ohio State, and this is just an 8-minute highlight video. So without further ado, let's hop into it.
This twin package right here is a dangerous look for Ohio State.
Pressure. Brim's in trouble. Down he goes.
You talk about timely, man. It doesn't get any better than this. Showing you pressure on a nice game and deal on the outside. Big 91 comes in there rolling hard, nasty.
I don't know if you guys can hear
man,
me
he
or
showed
not,
you
but
he's passionate about getting to the quarterback.
And Wheeler, the center, is
Trying to
down.
be a little quiet for my mom, who's working upstairs.
To add insult to injury.
Only the second drive tonight out of 24 drives. It's gone 10 or more plays. Most of them have been pretty quick. Irons taken down. Penalty flag.
Big 91 right here, hard to miss. As you said, the 6'3", 315 sheds the blocker. Just absolutely swallows DJ Irons. That's a big human being.
Here they come again with pressure. And another sack. That writes it into this ball game. 8 sacks for the Buckeye defense.
Wow.
9 yards on the last play. Look out here. That's a free football. What a hit.
Well, they just don't block Tyleik Williams.
No, they don't. He had a wide open shot.
Let a big man like that,
and the
at
quarterback
6'3",
was totally
315,
blind
run
to
full
it.
speed at your quarterback.
He had the clear route open, would have been the first touchdown for Daryl Jones, but trying to be a little too perfect early.
Lee Davis not going far. Runs into Tyleik Williams.
And another ball on the ground.
Wide
Tuttle
open.
picks it up, and he gets dropped by
Every single
Tyleik
time
Williams.
he's got a free pass to the quarterback. It's
Several
crazy.
times here today. That ball is slick. The rain is coming down, and the woes keep coming.
Been a nice block in the inside of that offensive line. Had a little stunt. Nice job of kicking it out.
Thorne motors away from pressure. Be dropped down behind the line. A short sack.
And remember, we came into this, and the question about this Ohio State defense was how they would hold up in pass defense.
10th play of the drive. Cliff again, but this time he's ambushed from behind by.
At first, he takes away the edge, so the quarterback has to run into the pocket, the deep range, and then he
Here's a handoff.
runs
Singleton,
this guy off and goes
Written
and gets it. It's really good.
And that's Williams.
That comes with such aggression.
Trying to set up the screen, and the Buckeyes ready for this one.
There he is.
It's a handoff to Rushton.
That's what you like to see.
Climb in the pocket, ducking out of one tackle, and then he's wrangled down. Western Kentucky football after that interlude. And it's a and the ball comes loose. Irvin Poindexter put it on the ground. Now a fight for it. In the end zone, a big old scrum. And they're going to have to unpack. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, no, they're not. Tyleik Williams engulfed the football.
During the timeout, because look at him come up and put his head right on the football, right there. Eyes up. Face mask to the ball. Still Chambers going to be kicking himself. He didn't scoop and score.
That's a Tyleik Williams highlight.
Probably Shelley. Here's a handoff.
That was
Hemby. And he'll be dropped for a loss of about a yard. Tyleik Williams defensively for the Buckeyes.
So Hudson Card led an 8-play drive to open things up for Purdue. They got into Ohio State territory, but came away with nothing after the best field goal. Dylan Downing opens this drive with a carry and a loss as Tyleik Williams pulls him down to the backfield. The plan is to redshirt him. Ryan Day said that this week. He could still do that. I mean, he had over 100 carries a year ago. Preston to service today. Maccabee opens up this drive going backwards. That Ohio State defense swarms.
Deep in your own territory. 2nd and 14.
Can't hold it very long.
Locke trying to get out of there, and just does. Tyleik Williams meets him with a bear hug.
Tyleik Williams read that all the way again.
Aker is in there, pulling in motion. Locke looking to escape, and he just gets armbarred backwards by Tyleik Williams. How strong is he up front?
He's very disruptive on the inside. He battled some weight issues.
He actually had a double team,
but he's playing at a very strong
it
weight
wasn't
right
a
now.
real double team.
Play clock is down under 5. 4 men front for Ohio State. They give it to Monungai, and Monungai powers up across the 35 to the 36. Williams, who I know you like, made that tackle for Ohio State.
Good opportunity for growth continued here for Caden Hauser. The redshirt freshman stepping up in pressure, spinning away, and he's dumped. Tyleik Williams,
didn't let him go.
The incredible athleticism at 6'2", 290.
Between the linebackers Simon and Tyleik. Simon is going to knock the blocker off for Tyleik Williams. Watch Simon's course. He hits the lineman, and that opens things up for Tyleik Williams. And then they force Caden Hauser to move up in the pocket. They have not blitzed very much.
Close relationship. Down 10. Newman in the backfield. He is dropped for a loss. JTT along with Steel Chambers.
Safety blitz right off the top left of your screen. Watch him come down. I think there goes Sonny Styles. And what that forces is you've got one-on-one matchups across the offensive line.
Yeah,
Nathan Bowe, the center, just couldn't get a solid block on Tyleik Williams.
Working with
That
teammates.
snaps high again. Bullock, screen pass out in the flat. Breaking tackles, Bobby Golden got some of that back, and he got it to the 31-yard line. Here they go. Finley has to roll to his left. It's going to be a tough throw, and he goes out at the line of scrimmage. This time, Simmons trying to take it, and that's going nowhere.
Play again as he forces it wide from that defensive tackle spot. Comes upfield, he's not blocked, nowhere to go. Run it right into the defensive end for the tackle.
Alone is causing chaos.
Goes in motion.
And he might not be the one making all these tackles. But because he's there, the tackles.
This defensive line,
made,
he doesn't need to. There's big Tyleik Williams, and watch him running a little game here on the outside. Pushing upfield, never get behind the quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this one's going nowhere. Going to be a loss of a yard. Fired up defense. Tyleik Williams, who has missed the last 2 games, as the opening tackle for the Buckeyes.
Dante Dowdell in the backfield. 3rd down and 6. Raiola in trouble. Raiola, and he'll be sacked at the 5-yard line.
I don't remember if there was a
Dominic loss of 8. Well, here's what Coach was talking about in the pregame show was interior push, and you see a blitz there from Styles, and then there's the push from the interior, and Tyleik Williams is there for the sack. Raiola nowhere to... Raiola drops it off. Johnson, and Johnson will be tackled for another loss. First man to him, Tyleik Williams. A loss of 2. The defensive line looping to the short side of the field. This is going to take up a tendency for Nebraska. Number one, you can create pressure if it's straight drop back, but this is a heavy screen team in now almost, 5 games. First down at the 37. Lawton again.
Yeah.
Is this a white flag being thrown up by Indiana? They're not trying to push.
All right. So, what did I think?
I will not be returning to ESPN.
It is a massive fall from grace. His relationship with ESPN, it is officially over.
There we go. So let me just bring myself up here. So, that was Tyleik Williams. Tyleik Williams seems to be a very good defensive tackle. He seems very good and poised to stop the run. He works well with his teammates, and he seems to be there when there's a tackle made. And even though he's not making all the tackles and making all those pretty sacks, he's there when they're made, or he's there to assist. And with Hutch, that's all you really need out of your defensive tackle. And you'll have Aleem McNeil there too. And then I wish we had Zadarius Smith on the edge, So you have Hutch and then Zadarius Smith, and then with Ali McNeil and maybe Tyleik Williams, you have that front charging the quarterback. That would be so ill. It would be so cool to see. And then our secondary is just something else, and our linebackers are always studs. So, you know, I'm very excited to see what Tyleik Williams can bring to the Detroit Lions. I feel like he is exactly the type of guy we needed. I think he's a lot like Ali McNeil. So we'll see what happens there. But overall, I like his game. I like that he's always there. It seems like every time there's a tackle to be made, he's at least helping out, you know. And I like that because a lot of guys are selfish and want to do it all by themselves so they can take the stats themselves, you know. And I'm not saying a lot of guys. Like when you get to the NFL, those guys kind of don't make it in the league, or they go to teams that are irrelevant. No offense to those teams, but yeah, I really do think this is going to be a great addition to our team, our squad. Do I think he's going to win any awards, like Rookie of the Year award? I don't know. We'll see. If he can get 6 sacks on the year, that would be very impressive to me, especially for a rookie. Not trying to compare him to Hutch or anything, who's edge, not a defensive tackle, but we're not asking Tyleik Williams to go and get sacks, but maybe assist Hutch in getting those sacks and tackles. That would be excellent. And I really like what I see out of him. He's a stud, and I'm glad the Lions have a stud finder because, you know, Brad Holmes has been nailing these draft picks, and yeah, he fails every once in a while. Hendon Hooker was kind of a swing and a miss. Who could forget? Trying to think of that one player that James Houston was kind of. Well, he was a later pick, so I don't think that one really hurt us. But anyways, and I think James Houston could still be a good player in the league. I just don't think he's what we need right now. You know, we need Zadarius Smith, but I don't know why we haven't been calling him to make a deal now, you know, I really want Zadarius Smith on this team. Hutch and him didn't get to play, and Smith did pretty good without Hutch. Now imagine them together. Oh my God, him and Ali McNeil and Tyleik Williams. If you want all 4 of them on the field at the same time, that would be ill, dude. But anyways, that's it for this video. I did want to show off some cool items I got. I don't have who I purchased this from. I can't remember their eBay account name, and who knows if they want to be known. I don't know, but I thought I'd give them some credit, but now I'm too late. I'm going to do it anyways. So right here I have Pontiac Silverdome turf that was used in the Pontiac Silverdome by the Detroit Lions in 1997 to 2002. Now, obviously, this is the exact turf that was used. I feel like this was turf that could have been used on the field. And I just think it's really cool regardless. It's a cool little desk ornament. And I'm very happy to have it. I have the letter of authentication. So it's been authenticated. Let me get this out of the bag here so I can show it to y'all. Oh, that's the receipt. We don't need to see that. But here is the boom. Now, if you can't read it, it says Certificate of Authenticity for Silverdome football turf. This certifies that the turf was purchased from RGM Auctions and is an authentic turf removed from the Silverdome during the turf sales and removal project. The certificate is laminated with an authentic swatch of the Silverdome roof. turf was installed in 1997 and game used by pro football team until their move to the new downtown Detroit facility in 2002, where they currently play now. So that is my certificate that says it's real. So I'm probably going to get this put somewhere safe, and I'm going to show it off to other people. But once again, it's this. Now, if you don't know, I'm a huge Detroit Lions fan, as you can see by my hat. This whole channel is about Detroit sports, mostly Detroit Lions and Detroit Pistons, but we're mostly talking about Detroit Lions on this channel. And this is turf from the old Silverdome, which, by the way, now not to dock myself or anything, but dox myself, but I work on Featherstone Road, which is where the old Silverdome used to reside before it was knocked down to make an Amazon building. And that Amazon building is where I currently work. So I just think it's really cool. I'm really connected to the Silverdome, and I wish I could have gone to a game at the Silverdome. So that is it for the video. So yeah, I've been a Lions fan for a long time. Since 2008, I'd like to think. It was either 2008 or 2000. I think it was 2009 is when I officially became a fan. They were about to go 0-16, and I was rooting for them to win a game because I didn't want to be known for that type of notoriety, you know, and or didn't want to be known for something so notoriously bad, you know. So watching them go 0-16 broke my heart. But it made me into a fan that I am today. If the Lions don't go 0-16, I don't ever become a fan, because I love to watch underdogs, and there's no bigger underdog than the Detroit Lions. You can make a case for the Cleveland Browns, and you can make a case for the Buffalo Bills, but I think in the end, Detroit Lions are the biggest underdog there is in the league. It doesn't matter if we just went 15-2. No one believes in us, you know? Everyone's saying because we have lost our coordinators that we're going to be trash next season. And I just don't see that happening. First of all, the reason we didn't win a playoff game last season is hands down because we did not have any of our starters on defense. Okay? We had like maybe one or two. Like Brian Branch was there, you know. Maybe Kirby Joseph was there. I can't recall, you know. A lot of our starters got injured, and our offense was being coached or coordinated by a guy who wanted to do trick plays with Jameson Williams throwing the ball in one of the most important games of the season. Like, Ben Johnson needed to go. And honestly, I think the Lions are so much better without him than with him. And I think our defense is going to stay pretty much the same, but get better because we're going to be healthier. So I just don't get the critics why they're so hard and harping on him. I know we've seen this in the past with the Philadelphia Eagles when they lost their coordinators after going to the Super Bowl, and then they didn't do very good the next season. Then they got rid of all their coordinators, and then they made it to the Super Bowl again and won. So literally, this could go two different ways. We could suck, sure. I mean, Eagles still made the playoffs. And I think if we make the playoffs, we're a struggle. Like, we're a problem, is what I'm trying to say. If we make it to the playoffs. But, that's besides the point. Detroit Lions, I really believe the hype this season. I believe we are the team to beat. And I believe that there's not many people out there that believe in us. Obviously, Lions fans believe in us. The bandwagoners are starting to jump off a little bit, but that's okay. We don't need bandwagoners. We have a lot of them, though. And I'm not lying. They came out of nowhere. So that was pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, became a fan in 08. Have been a fan ever since. Love this team to death. This team is the best. I enjoy everything about this team. I wish we had more Super Bowls under our banner in our stadium, in our banner showcase. You know, I wish we could show off some kind of trophy. We do have the NFC Championships back in the day, and we do have that one amazing playoff run when we beat the Cowboys. Demolished the Cowboys in the playoffs. I sometimes rewatch that Barry Sanders game just to watch greatness, because that game was great. Watching one of my least favorite teams get spanked by one of the best versions of the Detroit Lions is just amazing. It's phenomenal. Last season we had the best record we've ever had in franchise history. The year prior, we won 2 playoff games against the Rams and Buccaneers, who I think both Rams and Bucs are winning their division this season. I think they are very good. If Matthew Stafford comes onto the field and he's good to go, then with Devontae Adams, I don't know, man. Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. What don't they have, like Williams in the backfield? Or as running back. So, you know, I'm really scared of the Rams and the Buccaneers. Baker just looks so good. I'm hoping he has a drop off soon, like with his age or something, because he's too good. He's going to win a Super Bowl like in the next 3 seasons, I think. Hopefully it's not this season, because I hope it's the Lions season to win it. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Baker Mayfield somehow pulls it off. I think he's going to be one of the better teams in the league. And I think the Eagles are going to have a hard schedule and a hard time next season. So that's just me, though. I think I'm rambling a lot, though. I think I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a great night. I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.